Have you ever wondered how masks are made for movies and plays? Well, the costume design class takes us behind the scenes to show us how it's done. Professor of Costume Design at Murray State, Heidi Ortega, is teaching students how to create prosthetics specifically for their own faces.
This is our advanced theatrical makeup class, and what they're going to be doing is making prosthetics. So they have to sculpt onto an image of their face. So we've been doing face casts of their faces. Another term for that is like a death mask. It's another way to do it. So they put alginate on their face, they put plaster bandages on their face, and then they have a negative of their face. And then we fill it with ultracal, which is plaster, to create the positive that they can then sculpt on.
The process is time-consuming and tedious. It can also get a little messy. That's why the students took their work out to the quad.
In the quad, they were actually doing the actual casts of their face. So each student that was getting cast had two helpers. One whose job was really mostly just to ensure that the airway was open. That's the nostrils. And then one that was actually doing the active casting of smearing on the alginate, which is kind of like a thick pancake batter, but gravity kind of gets it to droop down. So they have to keep pushing it up, getting it into all covering their faces. And after that dries, we strengthen that with plaster bandages, which are basically the same thing you make like a cast out of. That strengthens the alginate, because the alginate is very much like jelly. It'll just flop around. It doesn't have any strength by itself. So that just holds it steady. So it becomes like a bowl that you can pour the plaster into and then have a positive of your own face.
Student TORIKEELING says she's experienced in making prosthetics, but not like this.
So far we've gotten to make prosthetic scars and cuts. And now that we have these things, we're going to start making who knows what.
Student DEVAN says although it's a lot of work, he enjoys doing it.
This is what I want to do. I want to go into hair and makeup design, so this is playtime for me.
After the mask has been made, it's then used to sculpt whatever prosthetic one desires.
We would take clay and we'd sculpt it right onto the nose, whatever shape we want it to be. Then we can make a mold of that. And the inside of the mold actually fits your nose exactly. So when you're putting it on, it's going to fit perfect and stay on a lot better.